What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Big Coop, and I'm back with another video for y'all. In today's video, as you can see by the title, I'm gonna be doing another book review on a book I just finished reading today called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And this book is a book about personal finance, so it teaches you pretty much what the rich people do with their money and what they tell their kids about money versus what the middle class and poor people don't tell their kids about money. So it's a very helpful book. I learned a lot of stuff in that book that I wish I would have learned back in high school. And if some of you go out and purchase you a copy of this book and you read the book, you'll see what I'm talking about. So the reason why I love this book so much, because it really opened my eyes. It really strengthened my financial intelligence. So basically, it's the title of the book is Rich Dad Poor Dad: What the Rich Tell Their Kids About Money versus What the Poor and Middle Class Don't Tell Their Kids About Money. So Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the book, he lived in Hawaii growing up. He had a rich dad. He had a poor dad. The poor dad was his biological dad. The rich dad was his friend Mike, his dad. That was his dad. And basically, Robert and his friend Mike wanted to be rich. One day, when they was little boys, 5, 6 years old, they made up in their mind that they wanted to be rich. So they started getting advice from Mike's dad. Now, Mike's dad, he was very wealthy. He owned his own businesses. He owned multiple businesses. And Robert Kiyosaki, his dad, the poor dad, was highly educated when he was a school teacher, but he struggled financially to make ends meet. So Robert didn't want that lifestyle for himself, and neither did his friend Mike. Now, a lot of the lessons that Robert learned from his rich dad, growing up, he basically is telling those stories, throughout the book. And you'll see, the book is pretty cheap. I bought it on my iPhone in the iBook store for $8. So you can either, if you got an iPhone, if you want to read the book, you can get it that way. You go to the iBook store, get it, read it. Tell me how you like it. After you read the book, I want you to comment to this video, comment in the comment section, tell me how you like the book, and tell me what kind of ways it helped you. So basically, some of the ways that it helped me out, some of the things that he talked about in the book was how, talked about assets and liabilities, and how the rich people, or wealthy people, whatever you want to call them, what they do is they get their income and they put their money, they pay themselves first. So what it means to pay yourself first is whatever income you get, from your job or whatever you do, whatever income you get, you pay yourself first by putting money, towards something that's gonna make your money work for you. So basically, how your money making money. So, and then once you do that, once you pay yourself first, then you pay your bills and your other expenses and things of that nature. And what he talked about is the middle class, what they do with their money. The middle class people, they get their income and they spend their money on things that they think are assets, but they're really liabilities. And the poor people, they just get their income and they just pay everybody. They pay all their bills first, and don't even think about paying themselves first, putting their money aside to purchase some assets, as far as stocks and bonds, possibly even get into real estate, or any kind of asset that can produce cash flow. So one of the things that Robert Kiyosaki really motivated me to do with my money, which I wish somebody had told me a long time ago, before I even joined the Navy, was to put my money into cash flow producing assets. So meaning I invest my money into something that's gonna earn me passive income over time. That's what the wealthy people do. That's what the rich people do. They invest they invest their money into assets that's gonna earn them passive income over time. And they don't just do it with one investment. They invest their money into different assets, so that way they earn multiple streams of income. So that's very important. If you want to build wealth, if you like me and you want to build wealth, you don't want to struggle, financially, you want to, be wealthy one day, you want to be able to retire early, then I would say definitely read this book. Learn about what an asset is and what a liability is, because prior to reading this book, I didn't know what an asset was. I didn't know what a liability was. So what I did, I went on Google and I researched it. I researched what are cash flow producing assets, and I didn't have to look up what is a liability because it's pretty self-explanatory. What Robert said in the book. He said basically a liability is things that we buy and it doesn't earn us any income whatsoever. So as far as like buying a laptop or a new pair of shoes, or for females, you buy a purse, or, getting your hair done and stuff like that, or just basically buying things that doesn't earn you any income. So good good assets, good things to put your money into. It's like REITs. I'm getting involved with that now. Put my money into a REIT, which stands for Real Estate Investment Trust Fund. So basically, you put your money into real estate, and you basically just you watch your money grow over time. There's many other things that you can put your money into, as far as stocks, bonds, even CDs. For beginners, a CD is a pretty safe asset to put your money into. You basically lock your money away. For those of you that don't know, if you already know what a CD is, then I'm not talking to you. So basically, a CD is you basically put your money away for a certain period of time. Now, CDs can be purchased through a bank, through your bank, or it can be purchased through some other place. You just have to go on the internet and find out where you can purchase a CD at. Most of the time, people purchase a CD through their bank. Now, what I currently have right now, I have a 12-month CD. So I started this CD in February, and the maturity date is February of next year. So once the maturity date hits, the money that has built up into that CD is gonna automatically deposit into my account. So but they have different different CDs. You can have a 5-month CD. Some CDs are 12 months. Some CDs are 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. Sometimes CDs can be even 10 years. It just depends on what you want to do and how you want to set yourself up financially in the future. So I'm just really I was really glad that I read the book, and I read the book, and it took me about a week and a half to read the book. And I was just like, man, I gotta get on here, gotta get on YouTube, and give a review, and hopefully whoever watches this video, they get encouraged, or they get inspired by, and they want to go read the book, they want to go purchase a copy for yourself. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to listen to what I'm saying, and really make the investment, because what I'm telling you, what you'll do if you buy this book, you will make an investment in yourself. Yeah, you're buying a book, but you're going to make an investment in yourself. If you do what Robert Kiyosaki is teaching in the book, you're going to earn the money back from buying that book, from buying the book, and you're going to be well off. You're going to know different strategies to build wealth and things of that nature. So like I said, I just want to get on here and do this review about this book. I'm about to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment in the comment section. And yeah, this Big Coop, and I'm out.